Hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Born of Rage, our ongoing Werewolf the Apocalypse game here at the Untold Stories Project. For those who are joining us for the first time, we are a small independent tabletop RPG channel where we kind of strive to kind of showcase some smaller games or settings that don't get as much attention as some of the other bigger ones. As I mentioned, we are playing Werewolf the Apocalypse. We're using Onyx Path's 20th anniversary edition of the game. For those unfamiliar with the World of Darkness, this is a horror setting while players take on the role of monsters, in our case, members of the Guru, better known as werewolves, and to the rest of the world. Since this is a horror game, we will be dealing with blood and gore and some other elements of psychological and body horror. So I want to call that out before we dove into our stream. With that, I'm going to just jump on in. My name is Jonesy. I'm going to be the storyteller for tonight's event and game. I will, with that, we'll go around and meet our pack. Tonight, will you please tell our viewers your name, your character's name, your tribe, and auspice, and yeah.
For sure. I'm Alex. I'll be playing Darren. Darren is a Get of Fenris Arun. He used to be an NYPD detective, and now he's a full-time werewolf.
I'm Aaron. I will be playing Kennedy Donovan. Kennedy is a Fianna Galliard, Hamid. She had aspirations of being a championship Irish dancer, and now, well, she isn't.
Hello, I'm playing Brian, and my character is Killian. He is a Ragabash glasswalker. He is Hacker Man who is currently stuck in the woods and suffering so much.
I'm Rowan, and I am playing Satya, or probably going to go by Fia, because Satya is hard to pronounce. And I am a Theurge Silent Strider, which is pretty cool, even though I'm still learning what that means sometimes. But I was trying to still be a college student at NYU on a running scholarship. Then I fell down and people did some things and life got weird. So I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate that, but it'll be fine. I'm sure nothing bad will happen at all.
So our brave pack, they hail from the illustrious Sept of the Green in New York City, hidden in the shadows of Central Park. As a young pack, they have been gathered and sent on the rite of passage, which is a rite of adulthood in the Guru Society, bringing them into a full membering and full standing. With that, they were sent to the Winter Wolf Sept. Further north, the players still have not figured out exactly where farther north. And
pretty sure it's Canada.
where they were welcomed in and given lodging for the evening, and with preparation for the morning's rite to begin. Sometime over the course of the evening, though, the pack that the Winter Wolf Sept set in their place to the Sept of the Green, as part of a we train your pups, you train our pups arrangement. Their pups had been murdered before the rite began. And as such, the players have been outcast from the Sept and are wandering the snow-filled and bitter cold of the area they're in. With that, was there anything that the players would like to comment on about what their character's current state of being is?
Yeah, so Darren is feeling a couple of things. He's feeling for the first time since he transformed, he might have a purpose in Werewolf Society if they ever get back to Guru Society. And he feels like he has to keep these kids safe because they're not going to be able to keep themselves safe.
On that, I think I'll comment. And Fia's feeling a little, how shall I say, hurted by certain older male figures in our group. But she's trying to learn how to manage her emotions calmly and collectly without just running off. She's feeling a bit socialed out, but getting there. Uncomfortably comfortable, I guess. I don't know, or comfortably uncomfortable.
Kennedy's feeling actually almost in direct inverse proportion to what Darren's going through. She's always been angry and pissed off. When she found out about Guru Society, she was like, oh, this makes sense. There's a reason for all of this. We have something to do. And now finding that apparently there's just as much infighting and backbiting within Guru Society as there is in human has her going, well, fuck this noise. So
Killian is frustrated. He's cold. There isn't an outlet in sight. I'm in the woods. I want to go home. I'm gonna die.
So, with that, having wandered the last 12 or so hours through the snow drifts and counting a Baden-ridden bear out in the wild, which is a little unusual since you haven't encountered any reason for the bear to have been possessed or infected.
right.
The oncoming blizzard bloomed into full steam and forcing you to take shelter for the evening. You awake the following morning after crashing in a makeshift shelter that was constructed by Darren, and you most of the entranceway that you had to your little burrow that you created is now packed in with snow. You can see a little bit of morning gray out from the light.
All right, kids, it's time to wake up. We gotta get moving.
Are we dead yet?
No, we're not dead.
I'm not gonna die. Well, most of us aren't gonna die. Jury's out on you, Riverdale.
You're not giving me a pep talk here.
Not your coach.
Just trying to.
We gotta keep going northeast.
How do you know that?
Northeast. It's the
Northeast is the direction his technology said technology existed.
Do
You're
we
the one-
have
You're
Yes.
the one who went up into the tree.
Yeah.
do we have food?
We do not have food.
We can fix that.
Out of game question. Is hunger a problem in this game? Is that a
Yeah.
thing I have to pay attention to?
Yes, that's the thing you have to pay attention to.
No. So I can't
Well-
go on a run, and it's great. It's good.
So
Well,
You can go
if
for
you
a
want to
run.
go on a
You can
run,
if
you can.
want.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you want to go for a run, you go find a rabbit for us to eat or something.
Is that a thing I have to do? Or I think I can do? Sorry.
yeah,
I'll go with
you,
you.
Yeah, you're fast enough to kill a rabbit.
yeah,
Yeah.
You turn into wolves. You hunt like wolves do.
I'm gonna do it. That's what I want to do.
Does anybody else want to go with her? I want to stay here and tear down our shelter here and make it look like we were never here, just
I'll
in
go
case
with
the Wendigos are chasing us.
Yeah, I'll help with the tent.
Not the tent.
You'll have to take everything from me. I'm uncomfortable.
Let's let the boys play with their technology while we go and get some food.
Of course, the women do all the work around here. Natural, it's fine. Wouldn't expect the cop over there to know how to get anything for us, but we can go. I just want to shift
According
into.
to you, I don't protect, I just serve.
I don't even think you do that. And at that, I would like to just shift and run away.
I thought we were still in lupus form because we all.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I forgot that.
Sleep.
Yeah. It was a you guys all hunkered down in your fur forms to make sure you stayed warm.
Hunker down in your fur.
I'm gonna wait till both her and Kennedy like leave our eyesight. Hey, Darren,
What's up, Riverdale?
I got granola.
you want some chocolate granola bars?
You know what? I will take a chocolate granola bar.
Okay.
Aaron did not forget that you had granola bars.
That brings me from 7 to 5. So you're much better at this physical stuff. You can handle the tent. I paid you with granola. This works. Like, I'll help, but I don't know what I can do. I'll keep munching.
You just stay out of the way, and I'll make sure it looks like we weren't here.
No,
Don't throw your wrapper on the ground.
I'm so good. Here, Dad, put this in your pocket. I hand him my wrapper.
So you two proceed to start dismantling the little makeshift lean-to that you put together. Meanwhile, our lupus guru out hunting for a bite to eat. Can you go ahead and make me a intelligence and primal urge roll? Unless you can think of something better.
Uh,
I'm gonna go with stamina and dexterity, you know, because you gotta be like
argue perception plus primal urge, but for me, it's the
She's
same
gonna
roll,
bolt in one direction. She'll eventually hit a rabbit. Just like a car accident.
it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
All
All right.
Remember you get DC's going to be, because of the weather, 7.
Great. What are we rolling again? I need to take notes whenever you say things about what we're rolling because I hear the words and then I'm like, find. Wait, what am I finding again? Sorry.
You can either use wits or intelligence. I'll let you use whichever of those
Okay.
two. Basically, are you trying to actually think like a wolf or trying to just go like, I'm going to let my gut instinct kind of push me, and then primal urge.
I'm gonna use intelligence.
All right.
And primal urge. And
That's one success.
7. And let's go. That's also one success.
Okay. So between the two of you, you do manage to go and corner a couple bunnies.
I like bunnies. I don't want to eat the bunny. Nope. That's me, player. Fia's fine.
Fia is a wolf, and bunnies are prey.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right, we'll bring the bunnies back to our pack.
Okay. So while you were doing that, you did see. It looks like you did come across as you were out hunting what appeared to be fate indications of some other tracks that look like they were other wolf tracks.
Do you want to come back to that later? What are we?
What about if you take? You could take the food back. I can always howl if something goes wrong. I can be very, very loud.
That's nice.
What am I
No,
getting?
I don't think you should go off by yourself, so.
All right, well then we'll just remember where we are and then come back here, I guess.
I want to mark a tree, like put some claw marks in a tree, like all on the way back actually, so I can try to keep up with that where we were from.
Do these tracks look like they're coming from the sept of the winter wolf?
They were coming from the south, yeah.
Okay.
It looked like it was a set of 2.
No.
Yeah, let's go back and talk with the boys and see what they think. I'm actually not 100% sure we should follow. They might not be friendly.
Well, I'm just gonna mark it just in case.
No, absolutely, mark it. Make sure we can come back. I just don't know that we're necessarily going to want to.
Okay. That's fair. That's a good idea. Thank you. Also, I still think that Killian had food.
Wanker had granola, didn't he?
I don't think I want to share this rabbit with him. Actually, I don't think I really want to share it with either of them. Maybe we just eat it before we get back.
I think it's important that if we're going to be a pack, we learn to trust each other. Even if he was hiding food from us, I don't think it's a good step for us to take.
Can I ask you something, Kennedy?
Sure.
Do so you were born knowing that you would become this?
Oh, absolutely not.
Wait, I thought you learned that you were.
No, but my first change was several months ago, and I've been living with a family here in New York who have been teaching me for several months now instead of just a few weeks like the three of you.
Oh. Well, then how do you seem so well adjusted to just getting into this pack life? I don't know. You remind me a little bit of myself. I've kind of just always done my own thing.
Well, it's more that I never fit in with people. I was always angry at everyone, and dancing was the only time I could clear my mind and just enjoy being myself. And after it happened, I felt like I belonged. It all made sense. Listening to the stories of the Gru, it made sense. And for the first time since I can ever remember, it was like, well, maybe I'm still angry, but at least there's a reason for it and a place to direct it. And I don't know. The weight of the stories, they're heavy. I feel like we need to live up to them.
Sophia's this. Go ahead.
It's not that it comes naturally to me. It's just, it feels like what we need to do, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Sophia's about as speechless as I just was for a second. But I guess, yeah, I just I know what you mean. I guess I never fit in either. It's not even that I didn't really fit in. It's just I didn't really care to try. And my experiences with people where I'm from and whatever my family meant to me at the time, like it didn't get received very well, or it was like everyone was like me, so I didn't trust them. But so my outlet was running, and that's an very individual thing. And
Absolutely.
I guess dancing is too. But I don't know. I hope that I can follow in your paw marks, I guess, and get to that point too, because that is actually really good advice, and I don't think I appreciate you telling me that.
I mean, if it's any consolation, I was probably just as resistant to it as you were a few months ago. It's just I've had longer to get used to it.
Are you gonna still try to dance?
I don't know. I want to. It's very hard to do it after school. It's very hard to compete at least.
How old are you?
Just turned 19.
I think NYU has a dance team, assuming I can still stay there.
Maybe that's something to look into when we get back. When we get back.
Oh, we're getting back. We're getting back. I'll know about Darren. And we might have to put Killian on our backs or something, but we're getting back.
You know, if worst comes to worst, putting them in a bag and throwing them over the shoulder is always an option.
I like that option.
You might notice that Kennedy's wiping away a tear, but
I was wondering if that was, yeah. Oh.
So, all right. let's get a move on.
And so you were kind of making your little bit of a discussion as you were slowly making your way back to the direction you came from. Now there is some wind and snow still going about. Obviously not to the same blizzard levels it was last night when you were forced to take shelter, but it's still coming down a little bit. So it is obscuring the tracks slightly, but they're still obviously still there. Same with your tracks going this direction and back as you went and hunted for rabbit. When you arrive back, you see your two pack mates. It's kind of standing over by a couple clusters of trees, avoiding some of the incoming snow, and there is no sign that your makeshift shelter had ever been there.
Nice work.
Oh, thanks, Kennedy. Did you guys find anything?
We come bearing rabbit.
I will very clearly offer to share mine with Killian.
Are we eating this raw or cooking it?
I don't know. I don't know how this works.
Well, at the moment, I don't have hands, so if you want to make a fire, it's going to be on your...
Darren,
You don't want to make a fire. We should eat it raw as in lupus. It's lupus form, is that what it's called?
Yep.
Does anyone know how our digestive enzymes work? Like, are they the same as a wolf? I'm asking this in character. Like, I'm very confused now. Like, if we ate it raw as humans, wouldn't that get us sick?
We would get very sick, but I'm pretty sure that if we eat it as a wolf, we'll react to it as if we were a wolf. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
Fia, are you a wolf right now, or?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm not
Wait
gonna
a
get you
second.
sick.
Alcohol
go
is
ahead.
poisonous to wolves. And I
Wait.
still drink an awful lot of alcohol when I'm in my Homid form, so I'm pretty sure that the forms carry over with the right digestion.
Okay, Miss Vocab. What was the voice of storyteller trying to? A voice in my head was trying to speak, and I don't know what they were saying.
You do recall there are a couple lupus wolves in the sept, and they do eat, like they normally would in the wild. So raw steak or
I'll give it a
whatever else
try.
they can.
You want me to go first and see if anything bad happens to me?
Absolutely.
Sure. I guess I'll turn into a lupus form and partake in the rabbit's foot.
What form had you assumed before? You went back to Hummet in
Yeah,
the
to
cold
get
and snow?
To get the granola.
Why?
To get the granola.
To get the granola.
So Darren has his bit of rabbit. It tastes fine to you. I mean, instinctively, you know what to do.
Yeah, I think I'm
Almost-
gonna be okay, guys. It tastes pretty good.
Falls over. No, that's just the poison I put in the rabbit. He's fine.
You're vegan, aren't you, Fia?
No, but my puppet master is, so.
Well, I'm happy
I
to
don't-
share with everybody else, but we need to get a move on soon.
I'm gonna share with Killian.
I'm gonna try the eyes because I don't feel like I'm ever gonna get over it if I don't do it now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just
Gladly here, and I'll just like, I don't
gonna
know.
pop 'em out. Well, they were small, so they slid down fast. It's kind of like,
He was like, I don't want to eat raw rabbit, but give me the eyeballs.
it's like, I don't know. It's like a gamey black olive, if that makes any sense.
Ugh.
So with that, you have your quick bits of rabbit breakfast.
Thought that the horror part of the game was not going to be this. It's fine. It's fine.
Guys, I think my vision's better now.
While you guys were out, did you see any indication of the Wendigos in nearby?
Right, yes, there were tracks. We found tracks of two other wolves. They looked like they were coming from the south. Thea marked where they were. We didn't think it was smart to go looking by ourselves.
No. Did you notice what direction they were going?
They were coming from the south. We didn't follow them any further to see where they were headed to. I'm guessing that means they were headed to the north.
Were they heading northeast by chance? All right, so we're gonna have to be careful moving through the woods here. There's a chance they're ahead of us, and they might be doubling back to come find us. That Arun was pissed about all his dead cubs, and I don't think he's gonna listen to his fellow elders or whatever they call them about giving us, letting us leave in peace.
What if instead of going northeast, we go 90 paces east and
We
then
need-
the rest of the way north?
We need to go the Northwest Passage. That's the thing.
And that hasn't been a thing for a couple hundred years.
Fine.
I mean, I think the only reason we're going northeast at all is because there's presumably technology that way. I'm pretty sure New York is back to the south.
Do you see how many things I remember that actually happened? It's fine.
Let's flip to
Walking all the way back to New York doesn't seem like a good idea. If we get somewhere where there's a town, we can find a phone. Killian can probably hack and get us plane tickets or something. I don't know. Let's just get back to civilization, and then we can plan our next move.
Fair enough.
Let's just stop assuming people are criminals and try to get back to town. Okay.
Are we done with that eyeball now?
I ate both of them.
Assuming you've told us.
It's cool.
So which direction is the pack going to head?
Northeast, I
We're
guess.
gonna go northeast.
Northeast.
You're going to follow up on the tracks that you saw earlier, or you're going to try to avoid this a little bit?
I'm gonna lead the group away from those if the group will follow me.
We'll all go single file and we'll step in each other's prints.
So with that, you guys kind of meander and veer slightly off course so that you make sure to avoid those tracks. And as you do, you travel for a couple hours. You're kind of quite sure if you're like every once in a while with the way the wind and the snow is coming down, you're not quite sure how far you're getting as far as like staying on track, because sometimes it's hard to gauge direction, especially with the heavy overcast, making it difficult to see exactly what direction the sun is in. You're like, it's that side vaguely to the right of me. So as you do, you said you trying to make sure that you avoid that where you think those tracks were heading to, and you come across a cluster area of trees and some a brook and stuff running through it, mostly frozen over at this point. And as you get closer to that area, more and more of the little river stream that's going through it is frozen solid, and your breath, you can see your breath even in lupus form kind of puffing out. It's getting significantly colder without any major changes, and later in the afternoon.
Remember that freak snowstorm that was following us?
How can we forget?
Bet they're probably close by.
Um,
Everybody keep your guard up.
and
Wait. Sorry.
And Fia, will you make me a perception check? So it's going to be perception
Yes.
and alertness.
I was going to say, I'm going to assume that's not a real question, because my instant answer was no. I think I'll just let you know that I got like 6 successes and call it even. What difficulty would you like?
It's actually going to be difficulty 5.
Okay. I like that answer. Two successes.
Okay. As you're going along, you see what appears to be a couple paw prints in the snow by themselves. Like nothing walked, like no tracks going up or no tracks going away, but just a couple paw prints.
Okay.
And they look different than the ones that you and your pack have been leaving behind. They don't look like wolves to you, but you don't recognize what they are.
So I guess I'll like kind of stop in my tracks. You know that thing that dogs do, and they like one paw up, nose out, sort of thing. And I assume the rest of the pack didn't see these then.
No, they did not. Well, no one else reacted to them.
Okay. Am I behind them? Like, did we come up with an order?
Well, we knew
Doesn't
that Darren was in the lead.
Okay.
Because unless anyone's going to say anything, he said, "I'm going to lead off," and so.
Gotcha. So I'll just, in my mind, this makes more sense anyway if I'm in the back. And I'll, I guess, call up to them telepathically or whatever it is we're doing.
Kennedy would normally be right behind Darren, but
Guys.
Yeah.
Well, let's check this out real quick. There's some tracks over here, and I want to. Can I investigate them further?
So you kind of look over to get the pack's attention, and when you look back, you don't see any tracks.
what did you see?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm hallucinating from the eyeballs, probably.
Are you sure? Because this wouldn't be the first time that you've seen something that the rest of us didn't and turned out to actually be something. I don't think we should ignore it.
Are you seeing ghosts again?
I saw paw prints. No ghost, I don't think. Thanks for the concern, Darren. Appreciate it.
Well, let me come over and take a look. I'll go over.
I think maybe we're having some audio issue with Darren.
Take a look at what
Yeah.
she's talking about.
We're having an Alex issue.
You just turned
Did
into
that-
Starscream there for a minute.
Darren's the ghost. I knew it.
Darren's the ghost. Am I coming through now?
Yeah.
Okay. I said I'll come over and take a look at what she's talking about.
There's nothing here anymore, Darren. Mm-mm. But be my guest, sure.
Should we maybe look into the Umbra?
I'm gonna look up and
Okay.
around.
Okay, make me a perception check.
Me or Darren? Okay.
Darren. Yeah, Darren. Yeah, and you can use investigation,
Ooh,
which I thought
what's the
would be.
difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be 5.
He wants me to see this thing jump on my face.
Uh-huh.
-1 successes.
Oh! That's a lot of ones.
There's a lot of snow, to be fair.
I'm snowblind looking up into the sky.
That was 3 ones. Ouch.
So yeah, you look over, and you don't see any indication that as you look up, it does seem to be getting a little darker out, even though it's the middle of the day. It does seem to be getting gloomier.
We appear to be in a forest of some kind.
Where would we be without your peerless perception?
They paid you to do this?
Not well, but they did pay me to do it. Do you want to go look over in the ghost zone or wherever you go?
You mean the place that we've all been? Yeah, the Umbra. Yeah, I'll check it out.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
with her to check it out.
Now, when you go to step sideways, are you going to be focusing on yourself, or are you going to be trying to take the whole team with you, the whole pack? Because you have that option.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Take me.
I'll just take Killian. But hey, Kennedy, are you okay to stay out here with Darren? Do you think people should stay out here, or do you think we should all go?
I think we should either all go or 2 and 2, not 3 and 1.
Yeah, I'll take Killian with me.
Just
Cool.
report back soon, okay? We don't have a way to communicate with you over there.
Can you?
If you don't hear from us in 5 minutes, we're dead. Let's go.
Before I yell at Darren, though, I'm gonna catch eye contact with Kennedy, if that's okay with Kennedy, and stop my insult mid-sentence. So
Kennedy will give you a wolfy grin. And wink.
And so with that, you pull out your little trusty little mirror. Is that hanging on like a? Well, do you have it on the cord around your neck when you're in wolf form, or do you
Yeah.
not have it on you in wolf form?
Actually, I wanted it to hang on my bag, like a keychain or something.
Okay.
We could look at the river. It's frozen solid, right? It's
Yeah.
reflective.
So with that, you focus and slip into the Umbra.
What up, Umbra?
So on the other side, you can see the storm that's kind of going on. It's kind of dissipating a little bit on and off throughout the day. Is a little bit more intense on the Umbral side. You do hear howling wind. It kind of off in the distance, and it definitely seems like howling wind. The area that you're in is actually pretty dark, even on the Umbra side. The storm clouds are kind of heavy and hanging above the area. The trees and stuff all seem to cast longer shadows. And as you look around, you see what appears to be a set of cute little paw prints walking towards the direction you're coming over from the west, heading towards you. And then you see other tracks of wolf prints kind of cut it off.
Killian, do you see those prints this time?
Kind of. They
do
just
you-
look like tracks to me.
They
So-
don't feel like tracks to me, so.
Yeah, so what you see in Killian is you can see a couple sets of wolf prints, because you obviously recognize those because you have your own packs to compare them to. And you see some other smaller prints that they're definitely animal of some sort of four-legged animal, but they don't seem quite like wolf prints. They seem smaller but wider than a wolf would leave.
It's them raccoons.
I don't think so. I'm just gonna start following them.
Can I?
Which set? The small set or the wolves?
The small set.
Before I follow Fia out, do I see any like signals from the web or the thread coming through?
No, and you don't see any of the telltale signs of transmissions or any either. Normally, certain transmissions, like from a certain platform, will actually manifest in the Umbra as little packets of information flying back and forth.
I don't see none of that.
No.
Okay. Well, lead the way, Fia.
Sure. Thanks for coming over here with me. Trot, 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 trot. But you do see them this time, so we're good.
Yes. So you follow the tracks, and it looks like they kind of go off a little bit, like they're trying to move away from where you were at. And as they do, you can definitely see that the wolf prints have kind of circled around and basically herded the whatever it was a little bit farther down where you're from where you guys were direction you were heading.
This is very intriguing. You doing okay, Killian?
I'm still cold. I still hate everything. So, wait, the small prints are being herded in a direction, or the small prints are cutting off the bigger prints?
No, it's definitely something's chasing the smaller prints. And they don't look like rabbit prints or anything that small. They just seem smaller than a wolf.
Like a fox?
Possibly.
I wonder if we should pick up.
Can I roll intelligence to know what a fox is?
Well, you know what a fox is. You know what
Oh no! No! Stop!
Can I roll intelligence to identify the tracks?
Sure, I'll let you go and make a check.
I've probably
What?
seen a video about animal tracking on the interwebs.
I will say it's going to be an intelligence and animal kin check.
Would it be? Okay. Intelligence. Animal kin.
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
anxious to pick up speed.
And how hard is it?
So if you, I'll give you two difficulties. If it's you score above a 6, I'll give you a general category. You score success above 8, I'll give you specifics.
Oh boy. I'm a gambling man. My roll 20 is lagging. Hold up, party people. I got 1 success. I have
Oh.
a mild idea that I don't have an idea.
Well, what was success of what? What was the roll?
6.
6. Okay. Yeah. You. I will. With that, what you pick up is that it's obviously some sort of cat track,
Oh no.
but what flavor of cat you're not sure.
Mountain lions.
I think it's safe, and I think they're in trouble. I want to run to get faster since I think it's getting chased.
Do you want to go save the cat? Why would the cat's prints show up in the Umbras? Did the bear's stuff show up in the Umbra or only the spooky ink thing?
This was something in the Umbra. All the tracks belong to something that was actively in the Umbra. Occasionally you can see like residue and stuff in the Umbra, but this is clearly that this cat creature and these wolves were in the Umbra. You have no doubt about that.
Fia, maybe it's time we get the kicking lady and the cop in here.
If you want to go back and get them, you can, but I'm gonna run after. I think
I don't want you to twist your 4 ankles and be somewhere we can't reach you. And besides, you're better at pulling multiple people. It's easier for me to stay here and you bring them in.
well, I'm not gonna leave you here by yourself. We can do that, but let's move.
Okay.
I want to do this as quickly as possible. So, sidestepping back is easier for me, right? With the focus.
Yes.
Okay. Do I need to roll anything, or
No,
here.
for this, I'll make you roll. So
Okay. All right. So I'll focus on myself and Killian again and try to pull him back with me, and pop up in front of Darren and Kennedy and be like, so those tracks that I saw are in there, and I'm just going to gesture towards a vague sense of there, and I think that we need to go after it, and I think that whatever it is in trouble. So you guys are going to come with me now, since Killian thinks I need to do this with all of you.
Fia, I just know that my backup will never be enough. Never.
I think it'll be wonderful. Appreciate you.
I'll write that on your tombstone. So come on, guys.
Yep.
Oh,
And
you go,
wanna- I'm not even really going to wait for a response from you guys. I'm just going to test my pulling powers and just focus on all 4 of us to pull us over.
Just yoink them.
Yeah. And then as soon as we get there, I'm just going to start running after the tracks.
So with that, Kennedy, with that, Fia focuses on the little mirror, pocket mirror fetish that she has, and you slip through into the Umbra. The Umbra out here feels bitterly cold as you almost like going through a wall of ice, shards of ice as you walk through the Umbra, and I'm here on the other side. Off in the distance, you can hear that, like I said to them, you can hear the howling of the storm off to the south. And it sounds like an animalistic, like a wild animal. Almost might say a Wendigo.
Oh, gee, who'd have thunk?
And all the trees and stuff tend to have cast long shadows with the light that the area is giving off. The heavy storm clouds are blocking out a lot of the sun. The Umbra's a little dark anyway, but blocking out a lot of the sun. Light that would be peering through here. And with that, I'm guessing you're gonna show them the tracks.
Yes.
Well, if
Fia,
Fia's running after them, then I'm going to follow.
Fia, are you sure we should be following these tracks? It looks like whatever that is has our Wendigo friends distracted. Maybe we should use this to sneak away.
I don't know where you're getting that from. Can you just trust me here?
I trust you. I have
Thank
your
you.
back.
And besides, if that thing's in the Umbra, that means it lives around here, which means it can get us out of here.
All right, I'll follow your lead.
How it works, but
Thank you.
With
Charge.
with that, you proceed to follow the tracks. Will you give me?
It's either a bobcat, a lynx, or a 45-year-old single woman.
So with that, you proceed to take off and follow the tracks as you're turning through the. How cautious are you being on following up the tracks?
I'm personally, being honest, not. I'm like just trying to find it. Like I'm very just following them and running. Not at top speed, but still faster than everyone else.
I guess we're following with reckless abandon.
yep,
So-
I'm going to be right behind her.
I'm gonna be
So-
right behind y'all.
Awesome. So taking the point is Fia with Darren and Kennedy shortly behind, with Killian bringing up the rear. And as you are heading that direction, you start hearing howls. A couple of howls. They seem.
I hear a siren. Not a howl. I'm losing my mind. I'm
This
sorry.
is what my house sounds like since I'm from the city.
I see.
So with that, yeah, you do you hear a couple of howls going off as the and as they do, they sound rather muffled and muted, and slightly distorted from what you're expecting. And as you come over a slight ridge, you see a kind of a small cluster of trees, and the tracks kind of were leading that direction.
Let's go.
Wait, maybe
What?
we should turn into our little bit more muscly form if we're expecting a fight instead of having to transform mid-combat.
I like this form. It's small and sleek and seems fast.
Yeah, but I like it when Darren the gorilla protects us all.
I'll slide over to Krynos form.
I'm staying in lupus form.
I would also like to change my form.
For those who'd like to shift, I will need a stamina primal urge check. Remember to have your character sheet on the appropriate form, so you have the appropriate modifiers.
Right.
So since you're in lupus, you should be in that before you make the roll.
Correct. And it's a 6 to go to Krynos, right?
That is correct. Yep.
All right, here we go. 2 successes. 1's a 10.
Gotta make sure I'm in the right form. No. Okay. And I have delay in my netcode. I have 2 successes.
Is that going to be your deed name, your guru deed name?
No, I'm just gonna digivolve right now so I don't get my butt whooped.
Oh, glasswalkers.
So change that. There we go.
Now that sound, it being muted, do you guys think that means they're out of the Umbra?
I don't know enough to say anything.
I don't know what it means, but I really just want to find this thing.
Yeah.
So,
So with that, your two pack mates, with a crack and snap and twist, their arms and legs extend, and the muscles and stuff ripple under their fur as they shift up into their half man, half wolf war forms of Krynos. Is Kennedy shifting as well, or is Kennedy going to stay?
Kennedy's
Lupus?
staying Lupus so that she can stay as close behind Fia as possible. Because she knows that Fia isn't going to slow down for the rest of us to keep up with her.
wow. She knows me so well.
I mean,
Well, we went running
TBH
together.
putting out that vibe.
True. I'll slow down for like 3 of you. 2 of you. Sorry. Counting myself in there. I'll slow down for myself plus 2 other people here.
I don't need you to slow down from my account for you.
So
What's that about being old and slow? Can't hear you all the way up here.
Isn't it a school day?
Yeah, because I actually am going to college. It's paid for.
Yeah, the government paid for my college.
You didn't go to school. You're a cop. Don't fight with me.
I did go to school. Your inherent bias is getting the better of you.
So we're running.
yes. Yeah, sorry, I'm just gonna grabbing something real quick, because I don't have a big enough clave to cut the tension.
I don't think Lord Albrecht has a big enough clave to cut this tension.
It's fine. We'll work it out.
We're gonna fight it out one day.
Probably. And you're gonna start it because that's what.
Something the fire.
something about unnecessary force or whatever you do.
Something J Wall. No.
So with that, you guys are kind of being shifty with people as you make your way down and heading towards that little off the ledge of the little rise that you're on, down towards that cluster of trees. Now that does have a small stream. That stream you saw earlier is run through this area. And as you see what appears to be, like I said, a small little stream. It does kind of splinter in two at one point with a log kind of toppled over, making a little makeshift bridge. The tracks kind of lead towards that down log that oversees the little stream little river running through it. Seems to be heading towards the heart of this little cluster area.
How deep did that river look?
Not super deep.
Okay.
Your guess is probably, maybe waist deep in your current form.
Okay. Not drowning deep. Not yet.
No, it's not, and it's not running really rapidly either. Even in the Umbra, side is far less frozen, but there are little frost edges along the edge of it.
I guess we shuffle on by.
Yep.
Yep, that's my plan.
Lead the
So-
way.
I'm still leading through the trees. Do we have to run through the water?
No, well, either run through the water, or you can run and make a dash across the down tree log / makeshift bridge that's there, natural bridge.
The fact that you said it like that makes me think. You know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go whatever the shortest route is.
Yeah, don't meta it.
I'm not.
the log makes sense. And
But is that the shortest route though?
Do it
You
back
think
foot.
you would think as a city runner, you would think that'd be quickest because you don't know what's under the water, and there might be potholes, there might be things that would slow you down. Also running against current.
Okay, yeah.
never-
Yep, then I will take the bridge.
Awesome.
So wait.
I'll right behind her.
No, wait.
No worries.
Darren says wait, but I assume she's not going to wait.
So will you make me a perception and alertness check?
The log was alive the whole time.
Hey, I rolled
This is
20.
not D&D. It's not a mimic, I promise.
I'm trying to figure out if somebody's tampered with the log so it'll fall as soon as you put any weight on it.
Hush you.
That's what Darren's thinking from his tour.
It's a
But wait.
tiny tree ant.
I can hear your thoughts, so shut up.
We can all hear our thoughts.
What did you say again? See, I forgot again. By the time I find it, I can't remember.
Perception plus alertness.
Thank you. Oh, I already have that. Difficulty.
Difficulty is going to be 8.
But remember, you're in lupus, so you get -2 off that.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's good.
1 success.
Cool.
That's good.
Yeah. So as you run and jump onto the edge of the log as you're getting ready to run across, you catch a faint whiff of just death. Something's died. Not like a rotten kind of like morbid way, but just kind of like something just smells of death around here.
That one.
I will notice it with a sniff. Do I notice if I'm getting closer to it as I follow the tracks, or?
So, and as you run across the log bridge and get to the other side of the little river stream, you see the little cluster of trees kind of has a little makeshift opening, and you see a large natural stump in the center of it. And as you do, you swear you caught movement out of the side of your, off to the right of you, out of the corner of your eye.
Fine. Darren, you might want to. You might be right about needing to keep our eyes open, but I'm still going.
So with that, a howl kind of comes from the surrounding area. And this howl just seems dark and a little sad to most of you. To Kennedy, it actually sounds like you hear a lot of the subtlety of the howl, partially because you're Galliard and trained, but it's the sound of, it's a howl of loss. So the pack has made it across. The rest of you followed up against across the little makeshift wood bridge, log bridge as well. Are you heading into the clearing area?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep my head on a swivel though, just to look around and see, make sure there's nothing hiding in the trees coming to ambush us.
If he is going, then Kennedy's right behind her.
So as you start heading in the clearing, you get a better look at the stump area, the stump in the center. It seems to be a natural stump, and like a tree that had fallen over, like snapped near the base, as opposed to being cut down by man. And it's fairly large and looks very ancient. And as you, as Fia and Kennedy kind of hit the edge of that clearing, you start seeing shimmering shapes around the edge of near the edge of the stump, and you see what appears to kind of materialize 2 wolves made of pure snow and ice.
Are they moving?
Uh,
That's not ideal.
I just can't tell if that sounds like they're a statue or they're moving.
We're gonna find out.
when you first glance over, they just, like I said, appeared to be like made out of snow and ice, and then they let out a deafening howl. It's a howl full of anger and despair and of pain.
Can I perform the howl of introduction? Try to say, hey, we're cool. We're here not to challenge you, but just passing through your area.
Yeah. At the
Darren,
same
I've
time,
mispositioned.
I'm trying. Are the tracks going towards them still?
So,
Oh,
and
Joe, why'd you put things on the map? I don't like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I just need to. I'll wait. It's fine.
Damn dog's got rabies.
So, as you're looking, you see there's the tracks that you've been following. You kind of go into the edge of the clearing area, and then kind of seem to. There's obviously a flurry of activity around right where they were, and they don't see any tracks leading from there. But there's nothing at the edge of that little track area.
So the tracks are going through the wolves and the
The tracks had come to the edge of the clearing, and it looks like they got ambushed.
Okay. Because I want to just ask where that is, before they where's the thing?
So, and you did the howl of introduction, and they respond with a howl of their own, which could more be better described as a dirge of their own, as they it's a howl of loss and pain, and then a one who seems to maybe be the alpha, the leader of the pack, lets loose a cry, a howl for vengeance. I need initiatives. No.
Yes, but I don't want to fight you.
They're gonna fight us.
I just want to know where this thing went to. There are tracks right here. There's stuff. Where it's don't even want to fight you.
Our tracks are gonna end up like that here in a second.
Hush.
We're gonna be fine, Killian. Don't worry.
Hush.
That's easy for you to say. Muscles make tree farm.
You have your own muscles.
I have a muscle.
I'll let you try that one again, Riverdale.
You know what? As long as a child doesn't fall into your pen, you're unbeatable. We're fine.
What? Just I want this thing. I'm not even gonna apologize to you guys. I'm not sorry that I've led us here.
No, you followed your nose. I forget the rest of the Fruit Loop slogan. Shit.
Follow your nose wherever it goes.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was something fruity flavor it goes. Nah, it's bugging me. Oh,
I mean, we're on the internet, but
you know what? Killian's heard the Fruit Loop slogan. He's gonna look it up.
What's the Fruit Loop slogan? Isn't it just follow your nose?
Is it? I feel like he said stuff after that.
Follow your nose wherever it goes.
Really?
Yes.
Gosh, people.
Anybody else Mandela?
So,
Me?
who am I missing initiative from?
Killian didn't have his token clicked when he rolled it. He has a
I'm-
13.
I'm very sorry.
You should be.
And for everybody's information, it's follow my nose. It always knows the flavor of fruit wherever it grows. I knew there was more to it.
Thank you.
Sponsor us, Kellogg's.
Don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, we
So-
could ask.
So we just butchered it.
We weren't sponsored. How were we supposed to know?
This is way better than our 5-gum ad from last week.
Seriously, please clip this, people. I need these. These are good.
5 gum. You have other options.
Come on. Sort. So, with that, Darren, what would you like to do? You have
Aaron,
a bunch of, looks like a small pack of wolves literally made out of snow and ice, who seem rather upset with you encroaching on their area.
I see that. Darren would like to come up onto the tree branch a little bit, and I want to strike down and see if I can break it in half to break this bridge apart, so at least one guy can't come over here and get us.
Oh, there are more behind us. Shit.
And I'll tell Riverdale to stay between me and Kennedy.
Oh, you don't need to tell me that. If I could hold a Glock in my form, I would.
You can.
I can?
Yes.
Oh no. What have I been doing? I need this thing around my neck.
So, Jonesy, what do I need to roll to break the bridge?
Karate.
I'm about to Gandalf this.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a strength. Remember, you're in Krynos form.
Right.
It's literally going to be a feat of strength for you.
Karate chop.
You want just flat strength or strength plus athletics?
Yeah, I
Or
can use
strength
strength.
doubled.
What?
Or strength doubled for a simple check.
Yes.
What's the difficulty?
I'm going to say 7.
3 successes.
So how are you snapping this in half?
Yeah, so I just jump up there in my Krynos form. I bring my 2 massive hands down and I just shatter the middle of the log and throw the one half off to the side and let the current take it.
Okay. So you jumped up on the log and you broke it in half,
Mhm.
which means that you were on the log when it broke.
Well, I'm on the part of the log that's on the shore still. On this part of the log.
He's on the bank.
Okay.
The river bank.
I can have a leg on the ground and a leg on the log. I know I need to be able to hit the middle of the log.
No worries. But so with that, the log part that you're on does crash into the bottom of it where it broke. That part does crash into the water,
Awesome.
and you slide towards it a little bit. Kennedy, what are you gonna do?
Kennedy really doesn't want to start a fight.
It's
And I'm still hoping that we can get out of this without fighting. There's no way to, you can't delay in this system though, can you?
Yeah, you can. I'll let you.
Well then, Kennedy is waiting to see if someone else, if they attack. Otherwise, she's just standing her ground.
Killian, what are you gonna do? It's
Darren,
almost
I bet we can. I'm gonna get close to Darren, but I'm gonna stand by you. That way we can rush this one wolf and book it if we need to. Okay.
We're not leaving the other 2 by themselves.
No, they'll follow suit. I'm sure.
Since
Look, just
all of
stay in
you,
the middle, okay? I'll keep you safe back here.
There we go.
yeah, since you all did outroll the spirits, And is that all you're gonna do? You're just gonna move?
Can I ready an action to hit something if it gets close to us?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch whatever comes near me. Whatever non-friendly entity comes near me. I don't want to sock Kennedy. It's worse.
I mean, you're currently Krynos. I'm still a wolf.
Sure.
So, with that, this one rushes forward. One of them in the clearing area rushes forward, trouncing through the snow, and going straight for Fia. Its razor sharp ice fangs gnashing as it's getting closer to you. And it lets out as it goes to try to bite you.
I don't like this face.
Kick it.
So with that, it gets 3 successes to bite at you.
Neat.
Get him, Saf. Get him,
What do I
Fia.
what do I do back? Nothing. I cry.
Well, it's now that it has initiated combat, it is attacking you. I am going to go and roll my damage. This damage for this creature is.
This is my first damage, I think.
I think you're right.
Yep. So with that, it's icy bite snaps at you, grabs a little bit of your fur, and you kind of shift with your shoulder a little bit, and so most of what it gets is fur, and it doesn't do enough to get through your hide.
Yay!
Can I re-enter the initiative? Because I had hoped we could talk, but if you're going to bite my packmate, well, no. So I'm going to spend a point of rage to shift to Krynos instantly.
Okay.
Close on this and slash at the wolf that just tried to hurt Safia.
Okay.
So I'll mark off that point of rage, change my form, and make my attack roll with my claw. Apparently I am far too focused on being angry, and I get no successes.
So with that, your claw comes down and goes straight through some snow and doesn't feel like it really connected with anything. Almost like this wolf was here, but not here at the same time.
My charisma is low.
Fia.
Low charisma.
Sophia, what would you like to do?
I would like to still try to talk to him. Or it, I guess. Sorry, I'm not going to assume you're gender ambiguous wolf creature. I would like to still, at least ask first, do we have to do this? We can talk. I'm not here for you guys. I don't mean any harm. I just want to find the thing that was these paw prints right here. Very focused. I don't know what kind of role that would be to try to talk them out of fighting me. But
That, yeah, let's check on that, because that's something. You can try to intimidate it. Sorry about that.
you're fine. That's the word I was maybe looking for.
So if you would like to make me a charisma intimidation check.
I'm not good at either of these things, but it's fine.
Just pray to RN Jesus. He delivers.
Charisma and intimidation check. Difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be, I'm going to say 8.
Seems fair.
Yeah.
No! No!
He giveth and he taketh away. RN Jesus be praised.
I got negative 2 successes.
You owe Jonesy 2 successes. That's crazy.
Luckily, they softened the botch rolls in the new version.
Great.
So with that, you definitely try to talk it down, and it definitely is not having it. And with that, the one that you kind of gone toe to toe with, you again pick up that scent of death. And this time it's definitely coming from the wolf you're talking that's in front of you. As the ice and snow wolf shifts and actually assumes a Kronos-like form.
Oh crap!
Can I say to Kennedy that, like, do you smell that? I don't know. I don't know how much conversation we can have. And
Yeah, you're gonna get Batista bomb.
no, there's something very wrong here. Like,
Do I smell that?
No.
It's the murderous intent. That's what's wrong here.
no, like in character, I really want to say to my pack mates and them, if they can hear me, the other wolves, like, this feels wrong. I don't want to fight you. Something feels very wrong here. But I've already failed my charisma check, says the voices in the sky, so it's fine. But
Are we?
I don't want to fight them either, but I don't think they're listening.
We're in the beyond, right?
Yeah, you're in the Umbra.
the beyond.
I almost called it the Shadow Realm.
Well, Umbra means shadow, so you wouldn't be that far off.
Yeah.
Get him, Yugi.
I'm just gonna play this card face down and end my turn.
Big flex, come at me.
Turns over, so you know.
So with that, yeah, like I said, it shuffles up, and as it does, it lets out a howl as its friends move in. So one of them moves towards the stump area and stands between, gets between its pack mate and the stump itself, and the other two of the others that are near you rush towards the end of the stump that Darren is kind of guarding, and with that, they were going to attack.
It's fair.
So does my action go off at the same time or after them?
Go ahead, and it's going to go at the same time as the one that's near you. So
The one to my left?
yeah. So one of them's on. One of them comes up from the left side and goes towards you, Killian, and the one from the comes in from the right and goes after Darren. So, with that, they attack. Betting at Killian and totally missing.
Woo! God bless this tree.
Biting at Darren and missing.
Man, Darren, you made some good cover.
Here to help.
Sweet. So they to attack and they miss completely. But since you had preparing for the charge, you do get a counter swing at them, Killian.
Okay. I'm gonna hit the one at them or at one.
At one. Well, you can spend. No, you can't.
I had
you
to
can,
declare
one,
that.
Yep, one or the other.
I'm gonna hit the one next to Darren. Some good old focus fire. I got 3 successes.
Okay. So what are you? How are you attacking it?
I'm just gonna go for the throat. I see an Animal Planet. I think I can do it.
Cool. So go ahead and make me a claw attack, and it may ask you for bonuses. Since you got 3 successes, you'll get +2 to your attack. And while you're doing that, Fia, could you make me a perception and alertness check, please?
Ooh, I ain't good with my claws.
You're so nice the way you ask these questions that are not questions. What is the difficulty you would like to give me?
The difficulty is going to be 6.
That's
Okay.
not too bad.
I crit on my hand-eye coordination. I got 3 successes.
3 successes for damage.
I got 0 successes. I need to get out of this form, apparently. It's bringing me curses.
So with that, you do manage to go and strike the one Darren. And as you do, you pull your hand, as you claw into it and pull your hand out, it actually comes back with snow and ice.
Oh.
I don't think we can damage these things. Does the snow or ice refill, or does it just look like there's less of a snowman now?
It doesn't seem. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell, but it does seem. I mean, you can see where you hit it. It didn't just evaporate or vanish. You can see where you definitely hit it. So.
Occur.
So.
Darren, get the blowtorch.
Isn't that more of a glasswalker thing?
You think I carry a blowtorch around New York? You crazy.
Yes,
So,
you do.
Darren, what would you like to do?
I would like to try and. So my plan is I want to grab it and I want to smash this dude into the ice river and see if I can have the water running underneath help remove some of the snow and ice from his body, possibly kill him.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my intention. I don't know what to roll.
Suplex him.
Dex and athletic to grab him.
Okay. There is a grapple button. You just only press the grapple button.
Oh, that's even better. on the character sheet, that's even better.
Cool.
The joys of row 20.
And what's the difficulty on that? 6?
Yes.
3 successes.
Yeah, you managed to grab him.
Yeah, I just want to slam him into the water, see if I can crack the frozen river a little bit, and see if I can get running water to melt some of his ice and snow.
So, go ahead and make me a. We'll go ahead and roll your strength for damage.
Okay. Just roll a straight up strength check.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled 4 ones. -1 success.
It's chilly out.
Man, random number generator does not like me.
You
No.
do not hug the frosty boy. I'm sorry.
You tuck him into the ice and snow gently.
Either that or the ice and snow is healing it.
Mm.
You know, who knows? I don't know how magic works.
Killian, what would you like to do?
Oh, it's my turn again. That's right.
Yeah, I should have dropped your should have dropped you down at 9, but
So Darren just completely missed the wolf, right?
no, he grabbed him. He chunked him. He just didn't. He didn't do
Does
enough.
Okay, the wolf is in the river. Okay.
Yes. So yeah, he threw he grabbed a hold of the wolf and threw him towards the river to try to smash him into the ice and stuff. But the wolf, being a wolf and really agile, kind of just lands on its feet as if nothing happened.
Oh, it did a flip. Okay. I'm gonna get over here. That way I'm away from the river wolf. I'm gonna go here. Yeah. I'm gonna angle myself, so I'm trying to pincer the wolf between me and Darren.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it again. Go for Animal Planet. I got 1 success.
Okay. That's a hit. That's all you need. You only need 1 to hit. So go ahead and roll your damage.
And damage. What is wrong with me? There we go. I don't have any extra successes, so we're good. 3.
So sweet.
I have Triss. I try to nom on his throat again, because that's the only thing I know wolves do.
Yeah. So again, as you attack, come back with snow and ice.
Do I feel like this is a Umbral Realm thing, that they're a little bit more durable than they are?
It seems like they're more. I don't know. Actually, go ahead and make me an intelligence and a cult roll.
Oh, not a cult.
Yep. See how much you were paying attention when they gave you Guru 101.
Jonesy, you know that answer is -1.
So while you're doing that, getting that roll, the one that shifted into like a Krynos student, semi-Krynos form in front of Kennedy and Fia goes and pulls back its claws and just does a swipe at Kennedy, actually.
Sure.
I don't know nothing.
And strikes you. It's pretty solid. See how badly it damages you to see what exactly happens. So with that, it comes swipes at you. Its claws of jagged frozen ice slash across your upper shoulder and almost towards your neck, doing possibly 4 levels of lethal damage to you. Will you please make me a soak check?
I will. I get 4 successes on my soak.
Ooh.
So with that, it claws you, but and it does leave those scratches across you. But you know that would have been a very devastating blow if it had actually had more of a deeper impact on you. So with that,
Eat some for breakfast. Good job, Kennedy.
why is my order all messed up? Fia, what are you going to be doing? Oh, actually, first, before you make it do anything, will you please go ahead and make me
Me?
yes, an intelligence and a cult check.
I'm better at these things. This has potential.
And for you, I'm only going to say difficulty 6.
Intelligence called Cheeks. Roll. 3 successes.
Woo!
So awesome. And maybe it was a combination of things, but as the Krynos, like the wolf of snow and ice, swings at Candy, you saw a distinct pattern on its kind of like upper arm of the Wendigo glyph kind of embedded in the snow and ice on its shoulder. And you that and kind of the whole vibe you're getting from where you're at, and vague stories you remember from the many lectures you got when you first shifted over and started going through Guru 101, you are pretty sure these are the spirits of dead Guru.
Oh, good. Oh, you know what? I'm decent in rituals. Would I know anything about if there's something we can do or something we're supposed to do that could help that, or would sharing that help with that at all?
Possibly. I will let you know that there are some rituals and stuff revolving Guru, and that might be applicable. But whether or not you know enough about those, yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Sorry, I'm not trying to like meta it or anything.
No.
Yeah, because I took points in rituals for like this reason, because I'm interested in occult stuff. So I didn't know if like, yeah, I'm just gonna share it with Kennedy. Hey, Kennedy, they're spirits. Do you know anything about that? As I'm dreading an attack, because do I know what kind of attack to make then? I guess that's a better question. Like, would I know what that's what I wanted to know.
So you do know that your claws and teeth do damage to spirits.
Okay.
How resilient the spirit is, basically how powerful the spirit is how long it kind of resides. Like really small, really weak spirits can be shredded, basically, for lack of a better term, by Guru claws and teeth on a rather quick pace, quick succession, dissipating them. Basically, depends on how much power they have. The more powerful the spirit, the more what they call essence they have. What essence is what they use to power their abilities, like the actual be a spirit. But it also powers their, like, that's what they don't have, like health as you and you and your packmates view it, per se.
Okay.
So basically, it takes a lot more to take out one of these spirits than it would take out a small little net spider in the city, and it'd take a lot less to take these out than, say, a horrible Nexus crawler Bane spirit thing.
Oh boy. Do these follow spirit rules at all? Do I know, like, where it's like they want something, or they're like, do I not know that much about?
It depends on the spirits. The spirits all have different natures and stuff depending on the type of spirits they are. These would be sort of wild spirits. The thing that's stretching out to you, though, is that these are the spirits of the dead as well, which shouldn't be so much. So that may be one of the reasons that you picked up on them faster than the others, because they have more related to the Dark Umbra and the realm of the restless dead, as opposed to just plain normal spirits, wild spirits.
Okay. Well,
now
because...
when you yelled that out to Kennedy, how loud were you? Were you like trying to talk at a slightly elevated place, or did you yell out, "Hey, they're spirits"?
I'm gonna say it was probably loud enough for at least the dude in the front to hear me.
Basically, I'm trying to figure out how loud you were to see if whether or not your other packmates heard you as well.
Oh, I don't. How far does our brain communication go?
You don't have brain communication.
Oh, we just
Just
talk?
understand each other's language no matter what form we're in.
Oh, well then I missed a mark totally. No, I was just talking to Kennedy.
Okay. So yeah, that no.
All right.
I know the gathering for the departed, but I don't think they're able to be put to sleep right now.
I'm gonna just like. I almost said I'm gonna hiss in frustration at this, but I don't know what a growl doesn't seem like the right sound I'm going for, but snarl. I snarl in frustration and I'm gonna claw at the guy in front of me and say, let me know how I can help you, but I'm still gonna claw him.
Yeah. Okay. Make an attack roll.
4 successes.
Sweet.
Yeah. I just want to help you.
So with that, yeah, you tear into him, and as you tear into him, you pull out a big chunk of snow and a big sheet. What looks like a shard of ice out with it. And
Does she need to roll damage?
yes, please.
Oh,
Maybe
right.
a lot. Yeah, because you hit, and you got a really solid hit. So remember to add the +3 for that.
Yay. Da, 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 da.
Spirits don't
6
soak.
successes aggravated. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, because spirits don't soak normally, unless they have some special gifts or something. So
I just want to help you.
As you rip it apart.
I'm pleading with it. Really, it's very frustrated fighting. I really don't want to be fighting this thing, but I am but cub and no but little.
Sweet. So with that, everyone else is gone, so the spirits are going to go now.
Wasn't I before the spirits?
Oh, yep. Sorry. I apologize. My little chat sheet order thing on Roll20 got messed up. So go ahead, Kenny.
So the one that Fia clawed is still up?
Yes.
All right. Well, then I'm going to move behind it, because even though we're not playing a D20 game where flanking is a thing, it's still a wolf thing. So I'm trying to flank it, and I will claw it.
Go for it.
And that is 6 successes to hit with my claw. And
that is a heck of a hit. And you have make sure you add a +5 to your damage.
That is 8 successes on my damage.
Sweet. So with that, you managed to tear into this thing and just ripping a whole big chunk out of it. Shards of snow and ice kind of fly out of it, and you see what almost appears to be like little rivets of melted snow and running water kind of pouring out of it, almost like blood. But it is still up.
That's terrifying. Claw me, will you?
It will, actually. You say that, and it will.
It already did.
Yeah.
This one already did.
It definitely wants to. It wants to. It's you get the sense, and it looks over at you like, yeah, I will call you again. So the one that's chopped on that Darren threw into the river spends its time scurrying back up onto shore.
Yeah, take that.
Throw you in the river again, and scurries back up on the shore to go to attack Darren.
least he didn't throw me in the river.
Just keep tossing it back like a fish.
Too small. Go home. So with that, and does strike you very solidly.
Ooh. I don't want to get struck very solidly.
You've been struck.
I will need a soak roll from you.
For bashing, lethal, or aggravated.
Lethal.
3 successes.
Great. You take a level of damage.
Ow.
So, the other one goes and makes a run for Killian. And does hit you, Killian.
No problem. No problem.
I'm going to I'm going to need you to make me a soak roll, please.
Soak it. Soak it. Gonna soak it. Bashing. Where's my soak roll at?
Should be on the combat tab near the bottom.
Underneath all of your maneuvers.
I still do not see it.
So if you go to on the character sheet, if you go
Okay.
to,
I see it. I see armor and soak. So what do I put in there?
you just click on the button that says lethal. It should automatically do it for you.
Oh, there we go. I see what you mean. 3 successes.
Sweet. With that, yeah, it strikes at you and gets a little bit of your fur, but that's it. You quickly twist with the attack, and it doesn't do enough to hurt you.
I'm out here dancing. I got fancy feet.
So, with that, top of the round, Darren, what would you like to do?
All right, so chucking this guy in the river didn't send the message to him, so I'm going to go ahead and just maul him with my claws.
Sure. Can you? Yeah. Go ahead.
Claw. 2 successes.
Clow.
That's a hit.
Awesome. And I've got 1 extra success. 4 successes. 1's a 10.
Sweet. So with that, it you go ahead and hit it and take a little bit of its snow and ice form, and it howls in pain. Make me a perception and alertness check.
I sure can. What's the difficulty?
It's going to be a 6.
1 success.
Sweet. So, like I said, this is a creature of snow and ice, but it does have futuristics. It's designed to look like a wolf. In this case, lupus. A lot of the rather smaller size lupus, but it's still a lupus. And so its snow kind of makes like a fur-like pattern with the claws and the teeth being ice shards of ice, things like that. But you see in the pattern on its snow fur what it almost looks like guru glyphs that you recognize for Philodox, Wendigo, Hamid.
I'm going to ask bluntly, are you one of the cubs that was killed in New York?
God, Karen, you can't just ask people if they were killed.
I mean,
You can't ask people if you've been killed in New York. Come on, Becky.
New York.
So you ask that, and he gets no reaction from the wolf creature.
I wasn't expecting one, but just in case.
Okay. So with that,
It's my friend.
yes, it's your friend. And he wants to, like I said, he was staring at you, knowing and anticipating the fact that he's going to go and attack you, and attempt to hurt you a lot.
I was expecting as much, but I'd rather he attack me than Fia.
Dodge.
He hits. Let's see how he does for damage.
I'm not that squishy. It's okay.
Go ahead, make me a soap roll, please.
Four successes on my soak roll.
That's just enough. So yes, so it tears. He tears into you. Doesn't go deep enough, and comes away with a little bit of blood on its claws, and it's snow and it's ice. But as it does, you actually even feel the wound heal back up thanks to your regeneration powers. Fia, what would you like to do?
I just don't want to fight you. I just.
They're dead already. Just do it.
But they.
The bastards clawed me twice already.
I'm sorry about that, but something feels very much wrong.
Kennedy's liver's over there. Save her life.
So
Not that bad off.
I'm
Well,
sorry, that's a rock.
what you do know is that there are you know what? Go ahead and make me a perception check. Perception and alertness. Actually, no, perception and investigation. That's better.
What difficulty?
Difficulty 6.
So the thing I'm like curious about is like if they have like I got 0 successes, but I got a green yellow, which means I got a 10 somewhere in there. But my thing is I guess the thing that I would be wondering about is if I knew if like they had some sort of like tether to this plane or something, kind of like how ghosts can like latch onto something and that thing needs to get like taken care of beforehand or like to help them pass on, or if that's a thing that's not even a thing here. I don't know. I'll just have to attack them, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, from what you know, I mean, like, makes sense, but yeah.
Yeah, because at this rate, there's nothing. I gotta save my peeps, but I just want him to know. As I attack him, I'm like I'm still gonna like kind of snarl out like, "I'm sorry, just let us know how to help you," and then I'll claw him.
Okay. Claw him.
6 successes.
So with that, you let you go ahead and give your little speech about not wanting to hurt them, and then proceed to shove your claws through its throat.
Oh well, he didn't answer me the first time, you know.
So as he does, basically, you're kind of going to like attack him and kind of push him back, and with that, he lunges for you, obviously looking to try to bite you, possibly going for your face, as your claw goes slamming into its throat and down out the back of its out of its snow and ice body, as it collapses around your arm, dissipating.
Wow. Neat. So it just disappeared? Did I hear that right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm just making sure that I heard that right.
Yeah. So from what your best guess is based on what you know of spirits, you did enough damage to it to dissipate its form. Spirits will eventually reform after time, but for now, it's gone.
Okay, then I'm gonna say that very quickly to Kennedy. We didn't kill it. It's just gone for now. We need to figure out how to like I don't think that we need to fight them. I think there's a way to make this stop. Like there's got to be something around here.
They seemed like they wanted to keep us away from the stump.
Then go to the stump. And I'm gonna move. Can I move to the stump still?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't. How far is that? How does?
Don't worry. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely well within your movement as a Krynos guru.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me move my person. There we go. Yeah. So I'm at the stump.
You moved me.
I moved both of us. It was very strange. I thought like my cursor is just off enough that it tells me I'm moving when I'm like in the box next to me instead of on top of me. It's very weird.
Sophia, you move up to the stump. On the stump, you see what appears to be a bunch of glyphs carved into this ancient old wooden stump. Fia, that's what you're doing. Candy, what are you going to be doing?
Does Fia tell me what? Did you say what you saw when you got up there? Well, you said go to the stump.
I imagine you can see them too. I could be wrong though.
All right, I will go over to the stump as well. You say there's guru glyphs?
Yes.
Do they look like tried breed office gifts or glyphs or?
So you see, obviously the first one that jumps out to you is Wendigo. You immediately recognize the Wendigo glyph,
Right?
And you see several different other glyphs indicating one for honor, one for glory, one for stuff like that. One for like the passing.
Is there enough there that I can see that I could maybe start doing the howl? That's like the dirge for the departed, or I do know the right gathering for the departed, but
okay. So would you go ahead and make me a intelligence and occult check?
Occult?
Unless you have something you think would be more appropriate.
Rituals?
Sure.
All right.
Since this is guru specific, yeah. While they're doing that, Killian, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna just keep going at him. I'm gonna claw, I'm gonna bite, I'm gonna slap if I need to. I'm gonna bite because that's easier to hit.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be 6 for you, Aaron.
Okay. Can I spend a point of willpower for 1 success?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to do that because I really don't want to have to kill all of these guys.
Can I rage to double down, Jones?
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna double down. You know what? Screw it. I'm a triple down. I'm a triple rage.
So
those happen at the end of the turn, remember?
Yep.
Okay. Well, the first one I got was 1 success.
So 1 success to hit.
Yep. And 6 aggravated.
Okay. So yeah, with that, you take a huge chunk out of this creature in front of you, and
I'm mauling, I'm biting, I'm kicking, I'm slapping.
It's actually its go now, and with that, it was one of the few wolves that hadn't shifted form yet, and it transforms itself into a Krynos-like wolf.
What? That wolf that I've been hitting the whole time?
Yes.
Dog, I'm in trouble.
Possibly. Will you go ahead and make me a soak roll, please?
Sure. 4 successes.
Awesome. You take 2 points of lethal damage.
Ain't
Soak,
nothing.
soak.
Ain't nothing.
He soaked 4, and he took 2.
Ouch.
So, the one that had charged up to Darren after being thrown into the river also has shifted to his Krynos-like form, and is trying his best to take a bite out of you, Darren.
Bring it. I believe in you.
Go ahead and make me a soak check, please. Because he
For lethal damage.
yes.
3 successes.
So with that, he goes and tries to lunge at you, trying to bite at your face, and you manage to get your claws up in time, just in time to stop him from snapping down on his jaws onto your muzzle.
Not the face, not the face, not the face.
So these do appear to be some sort of, from what you've gathered based on the up close and personal nature of that of these guru in your face, they do appear to be some sort of guru. I mean, they have guru glyphs on them, guru markings on them, things like that. Just so you know. You do have the option to they are guru, so they can be interacted with like other guru. So what did you, Kennedy, what did you get on your check earlier, your test that you were doing for the
because of my willpower, I have 1 success.
So yes, this does some what you're looking at seems to be some sort of marker or something. It's kind of old and weathered and definitely been here for quite a while, but it does seem to mark the location where a pack of guru of young cubs fell during the rite of passage.
Okay.
This was another pack, probably several seasons ago, that didn't make it.
Okay.
So with that, top of the round. Darren, what would you like to do?
I'm going to keep wailing on this guy. I don't know if the ladies have a plan that they want to clue us into, but I will keep doing my job as the meat shield.
I'm
We're
fighting
trying
for
to
my
figure
life.
out if there's anything we can do that doesn't involve just killing them.
I believe in you guys. I'm going to keep wailing on this guy, though.
Okay,
Yeah, here we go. Swing. 2 successes.
that's a hit.
And 4 more successes for the wounds.
And with that, the one in front of you dissipates in a cloud of ice and water and snow, and crumbles
Got
apart.
good news, everybody. We can kill them.
Pay
Alright, sorry.
attention.
Better you than me, buddy.
I look back and I see that they don't have a fight going on behind them. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. You guys already knew that.
So, Fia and Kennedy, what would you like to do?
So working together, with what's in, what we can read off the stump, what Fia knows about, rituals, and what I know about the litany, can we do like the dirge for the fallen and properly show signs of mourning for this pack based on the information that's on the stump?
You can try.
Did you ask me?
I mean, yeah, this is a quick, sharing what I know. And
I meant like, did you ask me in character?
yes.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
Put your left hand in and take your left hand down.
I don't know if was that gonna help them move on, you think, or are you just doing that for like
If nothing else, it might make them stop being aggressive and at least show that we're showing them respect.
Can we just like wipe the sigils away?
I feel like that would be the actual opposite of what we want to do.
Well, hell, I don't know then. Sure, we can try it. I don't. Before I do that, can I do more investigation into them, or is that all I'm gonna get out of it? Like around the area, if I see anything, or
Yeah, that's what you're basically saying, is that this was some sort of guru marker of some sort, and those are the sigils that glyphs that had been carved into the marker. So
okay. I guess I don't see any more of those tracks, do I?
no, it looks like based on what you saw, where the spirits dissipate after they get their essences expended, your almost guess is that whatever those little paw prints were, whatever it is, it either used one of the various charms that spirits have to move itself from one area to a different area, or it took enough damage to dissipate.
All right, Kennedy, do you need my help with that, or do you want me to go help the guys fight? Because I don't know if that doesn't work and it upsets them even more, they're gonna need backup.
I mean, do what you feel you need to do.
Well, do you know how to do the ritual by yourself?
Aye.
All right, I'm gonna move up here then to the guys on my turn, and oh my god, what? I'm moving with you. Like what did I do? Did I do this?
I don't know.
Did you see that?
I did.
Okay.
I'll move myself back. Just move where you want to go.
Okay. Wait, now I can't move myself at all.
Some weird Roll20 shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay. I'm gonna move up here and
you quickly tear through the snow from the stump over towards that fallen down tree to get back to where Killian and Darren are guarding the former little log bridge from what is now, you see like at least one other of that snow wolves. You swear you saw more than that earlier. Is that all you're going to do this round, or?
I swear I saw more than that earlier. You are correct. And I will let Darren know and Killian know. We have an idea that might get rid of them. Can I you said claws. Can I pin him? Do I think I can pin him to the ground?
You can try. You can try.
Actually, no, I'm going to still have to claw at him, because if I know that they don't actually die, they just are they just disappear for the moment, I don't feel as bad. Making them kind of disappear.
Yeah, and how long it takes them to rematerialize and recompose themselves depends on how powerful they are and a bunch of different factors. So sometimes it's rather quickly. Sometimes it takes quite a while. Neither case is it almost instantaneously.
I only got one success, so I add nothing to my aggravated damage, right?
Correct.
Yay, I'm catching on, guys.
But you did hit.
I did hit. I got 3 successes.
Sweet. Yeah, and you take a little bit of snow and ice out of this one. So you're doing that, Kennedy.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna howl a dirge.
So cool.
Would that be manipulation plus expression?
Yes. We'll go with that.
And I have the gift Call of the Wild, so I'd like to also use that gift to amplify the power behind my howl. So the Call of the Wild, I get 3 successes, so my howl is heard. It's 3 doublings, so 8 times as loud and 8 times out as far as it normally would.
Wow.
All right, and let's do it. 2 successes on the manipulation plus, except for some reason it didn't actually, it rolled wrong because it only rolled my expression. It didn't roll my manipulation at all. Well, it's still 2 successes, but it didn't roll. It only rolled half my dice.
Did you want to roll the other half?
Sure. Let's try that again.
Oh, and make sure. No, it may be down because you're in Krynos form.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. So it was just two dice, or 3 dice, but I still got 2 successes.
Sweet.
You're absolutely correct. It's because I'm in Krynos form. That's why my manipulation is so bad. But
it's hard to be subtle and smooth talking in Krynos.
right. That's fair.
So with that, you let out a howl. It's a howl. The rest of you, the pack, can hear it. It is a howl of loss. It's a howl. It's like instinctively, it's basically a cry for the fallen. And the snow and ice wolf that's Krynos wolf that's in front of you, Killian, vanishes.
Get back here, coward!
Wow.
I got the bloodlust running through me.
Way to sack up, Riverdale.
And reappears up in the little clearing area. Kennedy, near you.
I see that.
But it's not in combat mode. It's still in Krynos form, but it's not assuming combat mode. It's just standing there. And 2 more kind of materialized out of the edge of the little clearing area that you were in. And again, these 2 are in wolf form still, but they again are there, but they're not in attack mode.
Mm-hmm.
They're just kind of watching.
We are so sorry for what happened to you. I promise your story will not be forgotten.
That's a big promise.
Shut up.
I don't know if you heard. I don't even know if I heard you, so it doesn't matter.
So, and with that, as soon as the howl went out, the sound of combat stopped. The guru vanished real quickly, and then you hear in the dead quiet of the clearing now, Kennedy's soft voice speaking, and you heard what she said. And even in the Umbra, where you'd be hearing the storm off the south for a while, it sounds kind of off in a way and muted, as this glen itself seems out. This little area seems solemn. What is the rest of the pack going to do?
In my rage, I will pick up what little bit of this tree I can, even if it's a small branch, and I'm going to throw it into the river real mad-like. I almost did it. I almost beat somebody in a fight.
So sorry I took that from you.
You did take it from me.
So,
I'm going to back away slowly from the wolf that's right beside us.
is anyone else going to do anything else? Or
No, I'm going to go over and join Kennedy if this little wolf dude will let me.
okay. Yeah.
I'll
And-
follow Darren's lead.
Okay. So the rest of you join the Kennedy in the center of the little clearing area. Welcome back. We're back. So thank you for sticking around as we catch our pack up with what they're going on, with the goings on of this pack of ghost guru that they just stumbled into. Um, so right before our break, the pack had encountered a group of spectral ghost ice guru, possibly. So at least it seems like. Inside the center of the stump, a clearing area, they found a stump that indicated that this was a place where a pack of guru fell in battle while trying to complete the rite of passage. The group has gathered in the center after Kennedy did the dirge and kind of called a halt to the combat that ensued. And now the pack of 4 young pups from the Sept of the Green are sitting in the center of this little area with these spectral ice wolves, about 3 of them, circling them. As I noted right before our break, they are not being hostile, but they actively hostile, but they definitely are looking at you intently. What would you like to do?
I am gonna metagame, and Kennedy, you talk to them.
No. I'm gonna step up there with you because I definitely.
And in character, I'm gonna let her see it balances out.
I'm just gonna look tough and try to make sure nobody approaches.
Well, I'm gonna step up there next to Kennedy then, since I'm not actually next to her.
All right. So what I had already said was, we're so sorry. We'll make sure you're not forgotten.
Why are you stuck here? We want to help you move on from here. I don't think you're supposed to be here.
We can tell your story, but what can we do to put your spirits to rest?
And one of them steps forward and kind of claws in the snow and the ground, the frozen dirt in the area. There's a little bit of snow on the ground here in the Umbra, but it kind of paws away to the frozen ground and carves in a glyph into the frozen dirt. One that you recognize for the glyph for Bane.
Oh, I think they got killed by the bear.
No, they did not get killed by the bear. I think that the same thing that made the bear bad is the thing that's keeping them here. You're a very good investigator, I'm sure, in a different.
Both of you, can you stop fighting? At least until we can get through this? You said there's a Bane nearby. Is the Bane the one who killed you?
And he just kind of paws at the glyph.
I think that
Can you point us to it?
It does another little glyph in the dirt for east.
All right. We will go. We will avenge you. And like I said, I will tell your stories. I will make sure you're not forgotten.
Wait a second, though. Before we go, obviously we're still kind of new here to this whole thing, but I felt like something led me here for you guys. Is that something that you did? Or do you know what would have done that? I'm sorry to ask such questions. I know that you're going through some stuff.
And it kind of stares at you like it doesn't understand.
Big sad. I tried. Do I know anything about how to communicate with it?
You know that it varies a little bit depending on what kind of spirit it is, things like that. Some spirits are easier to communicate. Some just aren't, depending on just how much, how powerful they are and basically what they need to know about stuff. It seems like these ones are a little bit more disoriented than you would expect.
Do I know any glyphs then that I can draw to it to like signal, like that we understand or that thank you or whatever, or just I don't know what I know as a character, so you can just tell me no if that's I don't know any of
Nothing that rings a bell. No.
that. Okay, all right. Well then I will look very painstakingly and also confused at it and turn away slowly. Like, all right, let's go figure out what we can do about that bane.
I will bow to them before we leave. Just a sign of respect. And
Shit, that's a good idea. I'm gonna.
I'll do what Kennedy does so I stay alive.
I also follow Kennedy's lead.
Not the leader.
So with that, you leave this area. Kennedy, as you're starting to leave the area, you spot something shiny and metallic over in the snow.
Okay. I'll go over to it.
It looks like a small little mirror, like a highly polished piece of steel or iron that's been polished almost mirror-like with a small glyph for Umbra on it. It looks a lot like the one that Fia owns.
Yeah, I'll reach down and say, Fia, don't you have one of these?
Yeah, well, like look at the keychain or the thing that's on my bag now.
Which isn't on your bag.
Where is it then? Oh,
I think
It's
it's in
inside you, like the friends you made
Oh.
along the way.
thank you. Well, it's not inside me. It's on the ground, I think. Well, I did have one like that. That's weird.
Yeah, at one point during the fight, one of them snagged it off you.
Oh, I'm over here like, where was it? It's a clue. It's all a clue. Where are we going?
I will hand it back over to Fia.
Do I take it with my teeth?
I mean, you're in Krynos form. You have hand-like things at the moment.
I'm not in Krynos form. I didn't change.
Oh,
Lupus form.
I thought you were clawing in the fight.
I thought you could claw as a lupus.
Just bite.
Well, then I have made mistakes in that whole fight.
Okay.
Not change it. Yeah.
I can pick
Yay.
it up for you if you want.
Since I have hands and you don't, I will tie it back around. I'll tie it onto you.
Thanks. Oh god. The real embarrassment setting in. We can make an emo out of this face is how I feel right now for that moment. I just go, I hecked up.
Oh no. No one has ever made a mistake in the history of playing RPGs ever before. You are
No,
the
it's true.
So
You have opened Pandora's box of mistakes.
So with that, you managed to get the group together and are leaving the area, I guess. Are you staying in the Umbra side of things? Or are you going to move back to the physical world?
Maybe we should stay in the Umbra if we're looking for a Bane. It might be the best way to find it.
Be either.
I agree.
I agree.
What'd you just say?
Said I agree.
Thank you.
Yes, he agreed with you. It's not the end of the world.
So
All right. I will shift back to Lupus as we're traveling now.
okay. Yeah, so you shift forms and you proceed on the way, and you leave the area behind and start and continuing heading the same direction you were as of this morning, I'm guessing. Is that
Well, it's
correct?
still taking us to the east, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess. Kennedy noticeably makes an effort to let either Darren or Fia actually take the lead. Like, she is clearly not comfortable leading the pack.
In this situation, I'm gonna follow Fia's lead since she's into this weird mumbo jumbo shit stuff.
I'm just gonna look at Kennedy and just try really hard not to ignore you, or not to focus on Kennedy for a second, walk by you, and just keep walking.
Hey, I was a good boy. I didn't do no cult in college. I was a good
Hey.
Christian boy.
No, wait, hey Killian, come up here. Are you okay? I didn't get to check in with you after that fight. And normally you're a little scared.
I sprained my
Yeah,
ankle.
are any of us still are any of us hurt?
Yeah.
I am.
I'm hurt.
But right now the adrenaline's coming through. I'm sure I'll cry later.
How do we heal here?
You'll regenerate from those wounds.
Oh.
Through anger, through rage.
You'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Hey, we're born of rage.
Yes. Guru do have supernatural regeneration.
Roll credits, everybody.
So with that, you continue on your way for quite a while. And again, kind of going over some up and down over some slightly rolling hills and drifts of snow, and with sparse little areas of thin woodlands to a little bit more denser areas. And off of the distance, you can hear the howls of hunt every once in a while. Even here in the Umbra, you can hear howls of a pack of wolves hunting. Kennedy, you quickly recognize the use of a specific gift, one that you may have used earlier yourself, as someone seems to be hunting for something or someone.
Great.
Your best guess would probably be some Wendigos. And as you're making your way across, you catch, and Kennedy and Sophia, since you're up in the lead, you do catch a flash of color up in some woods not too far ahead. You get a little bits of red that you kind of catch your eye.
Investigation check?
Sure.
Yes. That's what I want. I want to investigate that then. I see
it-
that.
Laser pointer.
Yeah, no, I keep doing that dog thing. Huh?
So you're gonna go up to investigate where you saw the little flash of red.
Yeah, I don't want to go too far to it though. Like just closer. Not like I don't know how far away it was, but I don't want to like totally.
No
leave.
worries. No worries. As you get a little closer, you do see what appears to be footprints.
Again?
Wait.
These are footprints.
These are people.
Sorry.
Oh.
Let be more specific. These are boot prints.
Can I sniff it? Guys.
What does your wolf nose smell?
I don't know, but do you guys see this?
I'll
This
get
time-
down. I'll
We're
investigate it
saved.
Do we-
Civilization is this way. I'm just gonna start
Killian.
walking.
too. Wait,
No!
Killian, wait.
Can I
Riverdale,
bite his-
Wait.
Can I like bite
Salvation.
out his
Riverdale.
tail and just hold him? Hold him back here.
One at a time. One at a time. Darren, what were you gonna say?
I want to investigate the boot prints and see if I can tell what kind of perp we're dealing with.
Okay. Jessica, what were you gonna say? Sorry, Rowan, what were you gonna say?
Okay, fine. I was just gonna hold Killian back if he was. I was gonna bite onto his tail or something. Like, no, you stay right here. That's all.
That happens.
So, were you gonna were you going to try to ride off, Killian?
No.
Okay.
When your tail is not in my mouth.
So, Darren, would you like to make me a roll, please?
I sure would. What's the difficulty you're looking at?
Difficulty 6.
3 successes, 2 10s.
Ooh, spicy.
So, yeah, you get well, yeah, appears to be multiple one set of boot prints. They seem to be searching the area for someone or something.
And do I know if boot prints, like if boot prints in the real world, would they reflect in the Umbra?
They could, depending on who made them and how recently and things like that. It's very kind of based on a case by case basis. But these seem really recent and they seem very sharp and crisp, which you expect things that kind of things bleeding into the real world into the Umbra seem to be a little bit more soft and fuzzy on the edges.
Gotcha. So we have company here with us, guys. Keep an eye out. This guy came through here recently.
You know,
But you do see them, so I'm fine. I feel better knowing that you see them, at least.
I'm excited. We're gonna get a snowmobile and we're gonna get out of here.
Uh, Darren, does he listen to you?
He kind of does what he wants.
We just gotta get a big rock and we hit him over the head and we're gone.
I imagine you're gonna keep him safe, right? Like you're not gonna let him like just walk off because I don't know if these boot prints are good.
I'm gonna keep all of you safe if I can.
I did not ask for you. You know what? It doesn't matter. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's fine. You see the boot prints?
Hey guys, look, this guy's a total snob. It says New Balance on the bottom.
If there are boot prints in the Umbra, then
That is the better question, actually.
so, are you going to follow a set of footprints? Are you going to follow where they came from or where they're going?
Do
Which
we have
way is
like
in the direction of the bank?
Yeah,
Wait.
Cotton Eye Joe, where to go?
yeah, do we have like an intuition thing, like an intuition check that some
Is-
voice in the sky tells us which way to go, or
Absolutely none.
oh good.
which direction are the prints going? Are they going east? Or are they coming from the east? Are they going? Yeah.
They came from like southeast,
Okay.
roughly, and seem to be going northeast.
All right.
And I guess we're following them then.
Yeah. Then yeah, we should follow.
Okay.
I feel like whatever it is, if we're seeing prints in the Umbra, it's something for us to at least be noticing and not to brush off.
Yeah, we killed some ghosts. I'm feeling confident.
So
We didn't kill anyone.
Because they were.
Yeah, to be fair, they were dead when we got there, right? Is that the group consensus?
They were definitely dead, and we didn't destroy their spirits. We just sent them away for a little while.
so with that, you follow the footprints, the boot prints. As you follow them a little bit, they kind of go, like I said, this whole area's got like chunks of thin, a couple of vague trees here and there, and then little clusters of denser trees and kind of spread out over the area between the snow and as you kind of follow them, they kind of meander around a little bit like they're searching for something, and then as you go around a little dip in the terrain, you see what appears to be a couple threads of webbing, and then leading from a couple of the trees, and that leads to a wall of web, a kind of a couple walls of web, and almost have like a wood grain to them, which start, as you get close enough, start forming more of a building pattern.
Oh my god, we're saved.
Hey, look, Killian, you're home.
It's gonna be.
So you see what appears to kind of be forming and as you get close enough, you can see that yes, it is some sort of man-made structure out here in the woods. It appears to have some wood grain to it amongst the threads of webbing, but it definitely looks like it's some sort of man-made structure.
Thank God. I'm gonna look for a door.
Wait, we should shift back into human form before we go over there.
Should we maybe go back into the material world before we do that? I think if we're going to go through the door and the Umbra, it doesn't matter what form we're in.
That's how we get their snowmobiles.
We're
I'm
not.
gonna stay in lupus form.
I'll go back to human, but it's gonna be really cold, and we better do it in like 3 minutes.
Just stay in werewolf form then, or lupus form.
So no,
Why?
I like my thumbs. I want to go home.
Oh, whatever.
So
Go back to Hamid.
so what forms people assuming?
I'm lupus.
If we're still in the Umbra, I'm staying Lupus.
Okay, well, are you staying in the Ember or are you going to the physical world?
I don't know. I think we're still waiting on a consensus on that.
I think we should go to the physical world.
I want my gun back.
I really don't want to leave the Umbra, guys.
We're not going to be able to interact with anybody who can help us get back to civilization from here.
You don't know that.
I mean, they left footprints in the Umbra. They might be on both sides, but
I'm gonna take
Hey.
out my phone
Can two of us stay over here
and turn on the shiny mirror app.
and we walk together? Just time it.
I think that could work.
Yeah.
we could do that. I'll stay with you.
Okay.
And the other two are you're shifting to the material world?
Yeah, I'm going to shift to Hamid, and then I'm going to shift out of the Umbra.
Let's go.
And as you step sideways, you go through the sensation of walking through a sheet of solid water as you slip into the physical realm. And up ahead of you, you see a small cottage, little log cabin cottage. There's a little chimney and everything. There's a fire going because you can smell a little bit of smoke from the chimney. You can obviously, and you smell what obviously seems like a really awesome stew, because the scent of the stew is coming up through the smoke in the chimney as well. It's been quite a while since you've eaten, so it immediately wakes up your stomachs, and you hear what sounds like the hacking of a hatchet against wood. And you're gonna get closer.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'll
guys,
get closer.
What's our story first?
Plane crash.
Plane crash? Yeah, we look real beat up for a plane crash, huh?
Do you want to look beat up for the plane crash?
I mean, how hard are you gonna slap me in the face?
Plane crash hard.
Sure, go ahead. Just gonna
I'm not gonna
present my
slap you.
left cheek to Darren so he can do it, Darren.
Well, what's your story? Well, what do you think our story should be? We're here with no winter gear.
Exactly.
Up ahead, you hear the sound of the hatchet on wood. Sounds like someone's chopping some wood.
I guess I'll beat up Killian a little bit.
Wait. First. I get to hit you first because you're stronger than me.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna go into my backpack, pull out a flashlight, and I'm gonna ding him across the cheek. Okay, that should be about even. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna shoot you in the thigh.
No! I'll shoot you back.
I'll slap him around a little.
So, while these two are having their buddy cop moment, what are the other two doing? You're in the Umbra.
Well, we said we were going to try to stay at about the same speed, so I think we're approaching the cottage, although we're both still in Lupus and in the Umbra.
Do we not see them fighting each other back there?
No, they're in the material.
Oh, I don't know. I thought that you could like see
Oh,
shimmery.
right. You can see, like,
Some-
it's kind of a vague
sometimes.
reflection sometimes.
You hear the
Okay.
yelps.
And there is a way, if you focus really hard, you can kind of peer through. You can kind of peek through.
Okay.
Now, Darren,
Yeah.
are you talking? You're good with people. You're a cop, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then I guess
Usually
we're
you hit me in the
kinda-
face with a flashlight.
You hit me in the face with your body. That's a lot
Mom,
worse.
Dad.
We can't hear them. We can just kind of see where they are.
So yeah, like you two approach what appears to be the umbral reflection of a small log cabin out in the middle of the woods.
Do we
We'll-
hear the hatchet?
You don't hear the hatchet in the umbra.
Guess we'll go towards the door.
What do you think that was? Like all this is about?
I mean, this is clearly somebody's house.
Salvation.
It doesn't look like there's a lot of other structures around here, so I'm guessing it's some sort of a cottage. But again, if we were seeing the footprints in the umbra, then they've got a reflection. They're something other than just a man.
What if they killed the cubs?
Wait,
Well, then it's our job to stop them.
Darren,
And
I got an
if they
idea.
didn't, then maybe they can help us.
I'll
Either
try
way,
to
I think
get-
we need to find out.
We'll say we were coming from a music festival, right? I got a little bit of oregano. Just put it in your eye. It'll red it up real quick.
I
No.
feel like trying to come up with any weird stories not going to help us. We should just be honest with whoever we find.
Honesty gets
mean,
you shot.
I
live
don't
in New
really-
York.
I don't really know who Killian is talking to, but or where that comment you made just came from. Considering, look at you. What?
Um,
I didn't say anything about a disguise.
I'm gonna rub some shit in my eye to red it up.
the sound of the hatching, the wood cutting stops.
I'll drag Killian out and confront the hatchet wielder. We're about to get axe murdered in the woods.
So as you guys are kind of sitting there talking and bunkering amongst yourself, you see a gentleman approaching through the woods towards you. Seems to be about 6'4", 6'5", maybe. Probably pushing 260 as far as weight. Big, burly man. Full beard, burly, sandy brown beard. Wearing a red and black flannel.
Now that's a daddy.
Not now, Darren.
Ah! So you were around. Coming out of the cold. Aren't there supposed to be more of you?
I don't know what you're talking about. We got into a plane crash and we've been trying to find civilization.
Sure. I got stew inside. I got a friend who was looking for one of. Well, I don't think maybe they were looking for you. Anyway.
You know what, sir? You drive a hard bargain. I will eat your free food.
Yeah, and he just turns and starts heading back to the cottage.
See him in
Killian.
the Umbra?
Killian, go let them
I
know.
would say, do we see a reflection of him in the umbra?
You do see a kind of a faint, burly reflection of red and black plaid.
Oh. Well, shit. I guess they're over there.
I guess we should follow.
Do you want to stay here? Or do you want to go over that way? The other plane of stuff.
You know, I've got a feeling that maybe we should just go. Let's go ahead and slip back to the other realm.
All right. Well, zap over there and I'll pull you.
Darren, I'm not going back over. It gives me a stomach each time we do it.
Is there a possibility that when I zap back over, I like land on top of one of them, like
No.
poof on top of their
No.
head? Dang it!
You want to.
Yeah, no, I do.
Well, I'll follow him into his house.
So he, like I said, he gets to the cottage, opens it up. It's this quaint little cabin, just the lumberjack like international kind of decor. It's oversized stuffed chairs and very bachelor-esque pad. Nice big wooden stove. You see some a nice fire going. You see a big pot of stew cooking.
This is a nice place you got here, sir. What's your name? I'm Darren.
Reaches over, gives you a big handshake. I'm Bill.
Nice to meet you, Bill. This is real proper living out here, isn't it?
It's something. So come on in. Take a load off. Warm up. Must be chilly out there.
It is.
So who were you expecting?
Well, my little friend I found earlier seemed to be looking for someone. Hey, you gonna come out? You hear this little clack, 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 slight little clack, 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 clack sound of like little tiny claws on hardwood. As a little looks like a little cheetah cub comes out from around the corner. And then stretches, puts his little front paws forward and stretches, and then pulls itself back and stretches its back legs out. As it's doing that, coming from like a little back bedroom into the little tiny hallway and this little two bedroom two room little cottage, Kennedy and Fia walk up towards the steps of the cottage, and it lets out a little meow and scampers over towards you.
Darren, how hard did you hit me? Is that a goddamn Pokemon?
Can I poof back into human form and start playing with it?
I think we broke Rowan.
Yes, you can assume.
Well, that's right. We don't poof. We actually do. We went over this last time.
Yep. You full on snap, crackle, pop, shape shift back in.
And I don't scare it away?
Nope.
Oh, hi. This thing. Well, hi, baby. Who's this? Look up that
guy. You don't know who that is? I assumed you knew. He came looking for you.
This makes sense with the paw prints. Were those your paw prints, little guy? Girl? Thing?
You're looking at its little paws, and it's got little slightly oversized cat paws. So a little bit more wider, and yes, it would match the paw prints that you saw earlier in the Umbra.
I knew it!
Looks like you have a friend.
I'm not gonna say no.
He seems to be a little powerful little thing. I mean, he's materialized and everything.
Where did he come from? I don't...
First of all, who are you? Bill?
I'm Bill.
Yeah, it's good enough for me. I'm gonna start digging in this stew.
Are you Guru?
I'm one of Gaia's children, yes.
That's not
like
exactly
Tom
what I
Bombadil?
asked.
What's your whole thing here?
He's a bear, physically, metaphorically, emotionally.
Kind of what I'm thinking.
Literally.
And does he understand me?
He seems to be reacting to you like he does.
Okay, because I'm still in lupus.
Yep.
I don't understand anything that's happening. I'm pretty sure I'm just...
You're playing with the kitty.
Yeah, you're playing with the cat. You're so far ahead of everybody in this situation.
Yeah. Well, I came out. A little guy found me and seemed to be lost and was looking for the Strider, which, based on the description he gave me, I assumed was you. And looks, assuming it's you, and he points out, kind of gestures over towards Fia, who is the little cub is like nudging up against.
I don't understand any of this, but I love it. I'll be honest, Bill, you could be my worst enemy, and I don't really know if I'd care right now. Does it look like an actual cheetah, or is it like ghosty?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it looks like a little baby cheetah cub.
Why did he come to you first?
He apparently was being chased by some spirits. They attacked him. Said some spirits of ice and rage.
I think we met them.
That yeah,
Or,
that
go ahead. Sorry.
oh no, so that would be why we're here, actually, I think.
There was a Wendigo pack of cubs, and their spirits are not at rest, not too far from here.
That is unfortunate. I do my best not to interfere with the goings on of the wolves to the winter wolves to the south.
I don't suppose you have a way to get us back to New York City, do you?
You're far away from home, aren't you? No, I don't.
Awesome.
Where are we exactly?
East.
The northern wilds of Canada.
Neat.
I think the nearest city to you would probably be Toronto. That's a bit off.
So we just take a geese there or something?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna hike it, it'd be easier for you to go by in lupus form, I'm sure.
How far is that?
I think it'd be quite a ways.
There's no cars.
Can we
I don't own any cars or anything like that.
Oh well, aren't you just fancy?
I mean,
No, I just have no need for any of the Weaver's devices.
I don't really think I'm gonna ask what that means right now. I'm kind of getting a headache. with
Technology.
information. Thank you, Miss Vocabulary. Still, you're good. That's a compliment, I think. But yeah, that's fine. I guess I could run. Bye, guys. I'm kidding. I'm not leaving.
I know there's a Hammett homestead not too far from here. A little to the east of here, I believe. Like I said, I try to stay clear of most of the humans and the wolves activities around here.
not
Prefer
far.
to keep myself.
Sure you're not human?
Is it okay if we stay here the night and head off to that homestead tomorrow?
I will offer you hospitality. I don't see a reason not to.
Why, thank you. That's not all that's off to the east. The cubs, they told us there was a bane to the east as well.
Well, with humans, there tends to be banes.
I suppose that's true.
So, and I mean, in the meantime, I do have food if you'd like to eat.
I wouldn't say no.
So with the hospitality of the mysterious Bill, I think it's about where we should call it for the night.
Yeah, that's good.
Seems reasonable.
I'm here for it. Sounds good to me.
I
The
you know
mystery of Bill.
I just want this cat now, so I don't really get in here. That's fine. I'm gonna keep it there.
I think the cat wants you more. God.
No, he doesn't. Sorry. I'm sorry. I feel like that was a really quick session, though.
It wasn't.
Oh.
It was the regular time period.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just the combat did go a little long, so.
Oh.
But not in a bad way. Just the pack wasn't the ghost pack was not going to go down easily. So.
That's
So-
Understandable.
So with that, next session we'll pick up with the pack off and visiting Bill and deciding what the next steps are.
Let us do that.
And
Yay.
the mystery of this cheetah cub in the middle of the wilds of Canada, and what's up with that? It seems to be a spirit because it was also in the Umbra,
right.
and why exactly was it looking for Fia?
We got so many good things coming.
So with that, we do want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. Please, if you do enjoy our content, please tell your friends, invite them to come join us. It's always amazing to have more and more people join, and I'd love to have them experience a little bit of the fun and tragedy and the possible discomfort of eating freshly caught rabbit in the wilds of Canada. Other thing I want to mention tonight is that our friends over at Wisdom Check will be doing a quick little interview tonight. So according to that's according to plan, and with me as the guest. So I'll be talking all things werewolf. So with that, give a chance to any of the pack to say any parting words they have before we head on out.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah,
Thanks for watching.
I just linked Tabletop's Twitch in there. So for those of you who don't already know what that is, go check that out because that's where Jonesy will be. So.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants to hang out tomorrow, I'll be running Titan City here at Untold Stories Project.
Our nice rip and roaring noir golden age monsters and capes game using the Mutants and Masterminds engine.
And we have a really nice clam bake with a really nice hate group tomorrow.
It's racist like anything. It's a potluck.
Keep it in your minds and your own theaters of minds that for the next week, I am frozen with a cheetah cub. That is all you need to know going forward.
Jess actually doesn't own a cat until before the stream. We bought it for her for the session.
Just for the session.
Yeah, we got to return it by Tuesday, though.
All 4 of them.
So, awesome. Oh, thank you everyone for joining us. And again, like I said, if you do like our channel, awesome. We're so glad you joined our little virtual sept. And thank you for tuning in.